Hi, good afternoon. I'm
Hi, good
fine. Thank
afternoon.
you for asking. And how are you?
I'm doing very well, Raj. Thank you. Okay. And how's everything around, Raj? All
Everything is fine. Yeah.
everything good? Okay.
Yes, yes.
Well, I was just right now before joining the session, Raj, I was reading the feedback given by the previous tutor, right? And that
Okay.
said that Raj is a very good and a very well spoken person, but he's not. He's still not very confident. He himself feels that he's not very confident. Why is that so? Why do you
Oh
why
my.
are you feeling like that? That you're not very confident. What's the issue?
Actually, the standards are high, and that is the reason why
Huh?
I'm feeling not feeling that confident. Actually, I had applied as a tutor, and I got rejected there.
Hmm.
So I'm thinking that, of course, there is something that I'm lagging behind, and
Huh.
what is that? I'm trying to figure that out.
So you
That is the
applied
one
as a
reason.
tutor as like what? For English? You applied
Yeah.
there.
Yes.
Okay. Hmm. All right. And because of that, you're feeling that I am not a good speaker or I'm not very confident. So your confidence is going down. Is it like that?
Yeah, of course, it goes down because like last time I tried, I mean, I had a deadline for myself that was
Hmm.
December last year.
Hmm.
There I was not good. So I waited for some time. And after that, one of my tutors suggested me that yes, if you keep waiting, you will be thinking like this. Even after 10 years, we would meet and you would say that I'm working on grammar or something like that. So
Ah,
he encouraged me in that way. And
well,
after
it's a
that,
never
I thought,
ending thing. Huh.
yeah, of course,
Hmm.
it is never ending. So after that, I thought that yes, I should look forward to. And then I took some test, like the online British Consul test. There I got C1 in other skills and B2 in speaking. So
Hmm.
I was still at B2 after 2 months, yet I garnered that courage to apply as a tutor, and then I got rejected.
Hmm.
So I thought that okay, there might be some issue, and yes, sometimes I do feel that I get stuck. I am unable to find the appropriate word. So
Ah.
that is there, and I don't know when will that fade away. Of course, that will take time as far as vocabulary is concerned. But when it comes to my tonal quality and voice modulation, that should be at least perfect. That I mean, the other person should feel that yes, the person speaking is confident enough to speak in
Right.
any situation. So
Hmm.
if I reach that level,
Hmm.
I am there or not, I don't know, and that is the reason I rejoined. That okay, whatever my laggings are, if I'm not able to figure it out, you guys will figure that out and you will tell me that yes, these are the situations that there I have to work.
I think, Raj, you're taking a lot of pressure about this language constantly. That's what I might be wrong. That can be a thing. But when you're speaking English, you are taking it as a pressure that I am speaking English. I
Yeah,
think when
right.
when you're speaking Hindi, how it comes out very very nicely. You don't even have to think about it, and you're just conversating without taking any pressure about speaking in Hindi. On the
Right,
contrary, what
right.
you do is for English, you're taking a lot of pressure that I have to use good vocabulary. I have to make sentence in an impressive manner. I have
Right.
to use the appropriate word, which is the right word. You can use simple words also. Try take it a very it should come out very naturally. Until and unless you are on that stage when the language is coming out very naturally, is just flowing. You don't have to pay attention to anything, whether I'm speaking the right grammar or not, what is the concept applied here, which words are used. Don't pay attention to all these things, I'm telling you. Just
Yeah,
keep all these
of
things
course.
out.
I mean, when I speak, I do not fall in that category. I mean, you are speaking the right thing, of course, and
Huh.
I don't feel that much. But when I said that if I'm not being selected, there might be some issues with me. That's what
Of
I
course,
think. And no,
of course.
please let me ask one thing that here, that for uh, 4 or 5 minutes I have been speaking. What do
Hmm.
you think here?
Hmm.
How was my performance in last 3 minutes?
Well, I think yes. I thought that the confidence was a little less. Why I tell you, there were two, three things, right?
Okay. Yeah.
The flow of the sentence, right, that was
Right.
little missing. The smoothness in the sentences, not exactly flow, I'd say the smoothness in the sentences flowing out exactly. That is why I thought that you are taking pressure of the language, you are thinking a lot about it. Let it flow. Even if you are not using the a good word, or you are not making a sentence in an impressive manner, that is completely all right, right? Even if you speak
Right.
it in a very very basic and a simple English, that is completely okay. Don't try to focus on making it in a more impressive manner, using a great vocabulary. That's completely all right.
Yeah, of
Plus,
course.
I think, Raj, you have to accept this, that we have to like, it's just been a year, I guess, that you've been into all this, right? The day
Yeah,
that you
right.
started, and it's just been a year, so it's like just a year, right? So I think giving, it would require more time. Right now you're fine with the language, you know the language, you know the grammar, you know how to apply everything and all that. But just to get that flow and smoothness in the conversation and interaction, I think it would require a little bit more practice and time. It'll go away with time. Don't worry about it. It'll fade, and this
Of course.
confidence will grow,
Yeah.
right?
Of
So,
course. Right.
but I just want to know this, that okay, let's do one thing, Raj. For today's session, we've got very interesting topics for today. All the three topics that we have are very very interesting. We'll just pick one or two topics, and very casual conversation we'll be having. Don't pay attention to speaking the right words, speaking the right grammar, speaking the
Yeah, of course.
vocabulary and all that. Let it flow, and speak as you like, right? A very casual
Right.
conversation we'll be having, right? So let us pick it. What I like most about my country, this or pet peeves. What do you want to pick? You can. It's your choice. What do you want to
Mm,
pick?
sorry,
The
I
topic
couldn't
is,
get the second one.
yeah, my pet peeves.
Okay, pet peeve.
Huh. My pet peeve,
Uh,
or what I like the most about my country. Any topic you can choose, but you will have to speak, and I would want you to speak for like 3-4 minutes, just so that I want to know the modulation of confidence. I want to know, not the voice, but the confidence. You start with very confidently, and the confidence goes on like this. So I don't want you to do that, right? Start
yeah,
with
right.
confidence and end also end the conversation with confidence, right? So
Okay.
any topic, whatever, wherever you have ideas, you can pick that.
Okay, so I would like to choose the pet peeves.
The
And
pet peeves.
the biggest pet peeves that I have is the nature of people around me and
Okay,
the way they
nature.
behave. Yeah. I
Huh,
mean, their behavior. No
huh,
matter where I go and find people,
huh.
I mean, I find that they are so much egoist, like an egoist person,
Hmm,
and they think about themselves.
hmm,
They do not have any consideration for other people,
hmm,
especially
hmm,
for the downtrodden people belonging from the
hmm,
downtrodden society.
hmm,
And that is the reason that I get irritated
hmm,
when I see this kind of people around me.
hmm,
And I think a lot, like
hmm,
I go in the zone of thinking too much about what should be done and what not. And then I realize that if I'm unable to do anything, there
hmm,
is no point in thinking.
hmm,
And if I raise myself up to the level where I can help someone,
hmm,
that would be the ideal situation. And I will have to make myself reach there. Unless
hmm,
I reach there,
hmm,
I won't be helping. So there is no point in thinking, because if I keep on thinking,
hmm.
that
And just
overthinking,
affect you.
yeah,
Hmm,
that affects me as well. That affects my productivity.
hmm,
That whole day goes when. So
hmm,
instead of thinking a lot, I should focus on myself and
hmm.
then try to reach up to some level.
Lovely. Anything else that you consider that this is your pet peeve?
Uh, there might be so many things, like the
Huh?
other thing that I can think of, that people talk about different topics
Huh?
beside having a proper knowledge. Like
Huh?
no matter whom you are talking with, they would have an opinion on everything.
Huh?
Even even after they do not have any knowledge. For example,
Oh, okay, okay. Hmm.
we are talking in a group, we are
Huh.
talking about Kashmir,
Huh.
and the everyone will have their opinion that okay,
Hmm.
in Kashmir it should be done or it should not be done.
Hmm.
Maybe this politician is not good or that
Hmm.
is good,
Hmm.
but they hardly know the details
Hmm.
about
Hmm.
everything. Because
Hmm.
unless you know everything, that the situation
Hmm.
and the impact of the decisions being taken,
Hmm.
then you should not form in involved in debate or something
Hmm.
like that,
Hmm.
argument.
So without having any knowledge, everyone's got their opinion. They, they make an opinion as if they know everything about it, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's very annoying. Honestly, that's very annoying. Okay, all right, lovely. One more thing. This also we'll pick up, Raj. What I like most about my country. What do you like the most? What do you rate as like the best thing that we have in our country?
The best thing in our country,
Hmm.
like if we talk about people, there are so many kinds of people here.
Hmm.
We can
Many,
find, like if we are
many,
talking
many.
about the corruption and other things.
Hmm.
So if people are falling in that category, there are other people who are very amiable and very friendly, very caring.
Hmm.
So that is the one thing. And the other thing is the nature and the
Hmm.
beauty of our country. Like there are so many tourist places up
Hmm.
in India itself.
Hmm.
If it will take our lifelong, I
Hmm.
mean, it will take
To
our life
explore.
to visit all the places. Yes,
Hmm.
to
To
explore
explore all.
all the places.
Hmm. 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 Right. And how about the culture and traditions that goes on in this country? How about that?
Uh,
All the
I do like the
festivals.
concept of all those
Oh,
cultures
you
as
don't.
well,
Huh.
of course. But the way they are depicted or the way they are expressed in our families
Hmm.
by elders, that is the one thing that I don't like, and that I can also keep in the earlier category, the paid trips, because they
Well,
generally are imposed in form of what conservatism.
hmm. Hmm.
There are so many good things, but it
Like,
depends upon
can you give
whether
an
you are able
example?
to accept them
Hmm.
and follow them, in fact.
Hmm. Hmm.
Like if we talk about people talk about the sacred books like Ramayana or Mahabharata, but they talk a lot about them, but they
Hmm.
hardly uh,
Follow. They
apply or
hardly follow. Hmm.
follow those tricks in their life.
Hmm. 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 Right. That is the thing. But what is wrong with the festivals? Like you
Nothing
said
wrong
that.
with the festivals, like
Huh.
I said, that I
Huh.
enjoy. For
Huh.
example, if I talk about festivals as well, that I enjoy all the festivals, but
Hmm.
when you start applying the rules that
Hmm.
okay, don't touch this product without if you have touched onions before that,
Hmm.
wash your hand, and all those little things that
Illogical
comes
things,
from it,
and there's no
illogical,
logic behind
yeah,
it.
illogical and conservative things.
Conservative things. Okay, all right. Yeah, so you are against that particular idea that all these things shouldn't be followed. Otherwise, you're fine with the varied festivals that we have in the country. Okay,
Yeah, of course.
all right, lovely. Okay. So Raj, I don't know. You were good as a content. One thing is that the content is good. What you speak is good. The framing of sentences is good. The way you make a sentence is totally good. The little thing is that I felt that you were pretty confident when you were speaking. If we talk about just that point of confidence, that I thought you were confident. Nowhere it felt that this person is a little nervous when he's talking, or he has got no idea what he's talking about, or he's just making up the answers just to carry on the session. No, it wasn't the case. So you had right ideas. You were able to put them nicely outside, and that pretty much that's required. So you're able to do that. That's all right. Little bit. I think, I don't know if we've discussed on this earlier, the facial expressions, if you can work upon that,
Yeah,
just so
right.
that to keep the other person engaged in what you are saying. If you are saying something, you are saying something, you want the other person to listen to you. And how can you do that?
right,
You would do that with the, not just the language and the content should of course have some value, but the other things also, like the body
right,
language as we call it, right? The
yeah,
expression, the hand movements, the modulation in the voice, and whatsoever whatnot things. Pressurizing the words that you speak, where to pressurize, on which words to pressurize, so as to put this out that I am talking something important, listen to me, right? I'm not talking rubbish, I'm
right,
talking something good. So that
right,
is also a good way to a major part of communication, right? Making the other person engaged in your thoughts, right? So
yeah,
that
right,
is, so a little bit on expression you can work upon, and these little things, the body language, maybe this time, because if English, if we talk about, I don't think there's any improvement that you need. If you can go on with the practice, see, as we just started the session, we talked about this, that it's a never ending thing. So you cannot put a
right,
timeline on this, that okay, in
yeah,
6 months I have to be the best and I'll just be perfect with it. No, that's not the case. You might take two
yeah,
years also. You never know, right? So it's a
right,
never ending thing. Vocabulary keeps on improving. The fluency, it keeps on improving. So that's another thing. But yes, you can definitely work upon the body language, Raj. That is the thing that you can work upon a little bit, which might help, right? So you
right,
pay
right.
attention to that, Raj. Otherwise, you were pretty good. And as always,
Like,
a very nice session with you,
yeah,
Raj.
same here as well. And like I recall the first session with us,
Huh,
there also I keep watching that video,
huh,
and I get a lot of the ideas that how I should act. I mean, especially the facial expression and body
huh.
language.
Body
And
language.
if I talk about the last session, which I took before this break, you
Hmm.
had a similar kind of feedback for me that you don't think that I need any improvement other
Huh.
than these things. That
And then the body
maybe the
language, you can
yeah,
definitely
body
work it.
language, yes, and
You
this
can.
tonal quality or the voice modulation. And of course, like I had discussed this with another tutor as well, that sometimes a few of my friends start comparing me with you all,
Hmm.
and that's when I think that it is not possible to reach there in just 1 year, because they have been speaking English for years.
Years.
So it will take me to reach
It
there.
will. Exactly, that is
It
what
will
I'm saying.
really
You might
take
you
me
might
the
achieve
time
it
as
by
well.
the end of this year. You might take 3 years also. You never know. So it is just
Yeah,
a thing, as we call it, practicing. So just keep practicing, and uh, just to get a hold on that language, the grip on that language. So it is just
right.
matter of practice and nothing else, right?
Yeah, yes, of course.
All
And
right,
it
all
was,
right.
as always, lovely session with you.
Lovely having a
Thank
session
you.
with you, Raj. Bye
Have a
bye.
good day.
Have a
Yeah,
good.
bye.